Howdy, y'all, and welcome back. Forgive the birds outside my garage here. I know birds aren't real, but that's driving me a little nutty, so I apologize if it picks up on the mic. So, quick update on my Noveske build, kind of where we are, and a little philosophical talky at the end. So, since my my initial video talking about this, if you haven't seen that, then just the down and dirty of it is I built a Noveske rifle for $1,200. Sort of. So $1,200 for receiver set, handguard, barrel, gas block, and gas tube. All Noveske. And then I unbuilt a previously existing rifle that had all really high-end components, about $1,000 worth of parts, threw them on here. And there you go, $1,200 Noveske, sort of. So since that video, I went ahead and got the Noveske branded, which is actually a Geisley airborne charging handle. Still got the Sons of Liberty Gunworks bolt carrier group for now. Picked up a Reptilia Aus mount. Added a little weight, but it's just super groovy. And eventually I will get an offset red dot mount there, or maybe the 12 o'clock style, not really sure. We did an irregular defense hand stop or foregrip or whatever you want to call them. B&T Atlas bipod. Changed out the muzzle brake or muzzle device to a proper brake. And I guess that's all the new stuff. So, took it to the range yesterday, had to re-zero it. Shared a little clip of that, and a viewer asked, is it worth it? Yes. I think so. Now, I am not the greatest rifle marksman by any stretch of the imagination. And this stuff is just virtually completely subjective, right? Like, what are your needs? What is your income level? Blah, 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 blah. Like, it could go on, right? We can split hairs, and yes, you can take a super budget rifle and reach out to 600-700 yards and make hits with a $300 piece of glass. Totally. I might even be able to do that too, maybe. So that's not what this is about. It's about quality in that way. Like when you get in a nice car, right? Like, do you need a Mercedes-Benz? No, you don't need a Mercedes-Benz. But they're nice. BMWs are nice. Porsches are nice, right? Okay, now Porsches maybe can do some stuff. Okay, anyway, we're getting off topic. So maybe they can do some stuff that like a less expensive car can't do. But I mean, if the job is just, if you're all you're concerned with is just A to B, right? Just getting there, then you don't need nice, right? You could just get good enough. Just as good. So for me, I turned 50 this year. It's about time I had like a big kid rifle, like something I can be real proud of and be like, ooh, Noveske, right? But I still can't really afford the actual real deal, like just buy one off the shelf, you know, with the billet upper and lower and that whole jazz. So here we are. And the last piece of this puzzle is going to be the Optic. So I've had this Vortex Viper 1-6 for 5 years. And really, these have been out, I think, for like 8 or 10 or something. It's kind of old school. They're still really relevant. I mean, it's a damn good optic. For what I think most people are going to do with a 1-6. As with all optics of all magnifications, the super subjective part really comes down to the reticle. And the reticle is what I'm fighting right now. And the reason that one of the reasons I'm wanting to upgrade. Also, I just feel like maybe something a little bougier would be nice, but I'm not going to go super crazy because there's still budget, right? So I'm looking at the around $1,000 give or take, kind of $800 to maybe $1,500 kind of price bracket. And I've contemplated everything from 2 to 10, maybe a lighter 1 to 6, 1 to 8 in both first and second focal plane, all the way up to like the Vortex Razor 4.5 to 22. That's probably kind of on the highest end of magnification that I've actually considered. Damn thing weighs less than this. This rifle is heavy. as seen right here, it's 2 ounces shy of 10 pounds. It's a absolute unit. It's not going to be a light rifle, so getting like a super light optic won't help that much. It's like, oh, now it's a 9.5 pound rifle. I didn't build it to be light. I have 2 really lightweight ARs. That's not what this was about. It's just an absolute beast, but it's so nice. Accuracy, a lot of rifles are probably more accurate than me, but I'm getting really nice results out of, so far, just completely bullshit, cheap 55 grain bulk ammo. So I have some match grade stuff on the way, just placed an order. So that's going to be kind of the next evolution of this thing, is seeing what kind of groups I can really get out of it. Also, when I took it to zero it yesterday, we were having 15 to 20 mile an hour wind gusts, which made zeroing spicy. But at the 50-yard range, it just drills out a hole. Like like I said, I had just mounted the Optic. I figured it would be real close because we're at the same height over bore and everything as the previous mount. And I made 2 little minor adjustments and then just drilled out a hole with a box of 20 rounds. Yeah, it's a tack driver. I'm not, but the gun is. And so, yeah, on that philosophical question, is a Noveske rifle worth it? Yes. I think the chainsaw coming in at, buying one off the shelf at $2,000, I think is definitely worth it. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Now, does that even mean that it's going to last longer if you're big in your gun tubes? You might have recently seen the Garantham video where they pretty much burned down a Palmetto State rifle. And I feel like that was a little bit unfair to the rifle. They didn't completely abuse it, but they kind of abused it. And I think it did great. And this being a stainless barrel, it probably won't last a whole lot more than 5,000 or 6,000 rounds either. Maybe, I don't know. All kinds of varying lore about that on the internet. We will see. This is not a mag dumping into trash rifle for me, right? This is something that I can take out and kind of relax with, reach out and touch things farther away, or try to shoot super itty bitty teeny tiny groups and just kind of nerd out on that, which is a whole departure from the way I normally shoot. So that's what that's all about. I have no idea what the hell's going to end up on here, but when I do figure it out, I will give this Optic away. I have hung on to the box all these years. It's got all the warranty paperwork, everything, the little tool, all the rag, everything. It's all still in there. And just a quick reminder, we're giving away the upper half of the aforementioned torn apart rifle. So the complete Aero/Ballistic Advantage upper. It's got the BCG in there, charging handle, Hansen profile, Ballistic Advantage barrel with a little primary arms dot that is brand new on top. Whole thing has about 800 rounds, give or take, through it. Lots and lots and lots of life left. It's a really solid, also not super lightweight, but not heavy. Really, really solid. The fit and finish on all of this is really nice. And we're giving that away here in about 2 weeks. So all Patreon supporters are in on this drawing. Every $5 gets you 1 entry in the drawing. Thank you so much to all of my Patreon supporters for allowing me to do this. I cannot do it without you. You are the sponsors of this channel, so thank you so much. And that's kind of all I got. So until next time, be easy, y'all.